All right. Hello, friends. Good to see you. You made it through Plato. Well done. Week 3 is starting up. Plato's in the bag. It seems like the 3 categories were clear. We're going to come back to that later. Uh, it is hard to ask why be a good person. That's one of those assumptions. Be a good person. You were just kind of force fed when you were young. And so it is interesting to try to come up with reasons for that. But it's great. I'm going to give you many more reasons. Um, I can't tell you how happy I am going through these Flipgrid postings and seeing your thoughts, your ideas, your commentary on each other, the community building. So much better than discussion board postings. Oh, having done many of them, I won't even speak to it here, but just I'm so pleased. Hopefully, it's a benefit to you. Hopefully, it's easier than figuring out what to say. You get to sense for the person, the people in your class, etc., etc. I don't want this to be long. So this week, we have our relative moral theories. I'm going to give you a brief intro in argument diagramming. I don't want you to focus on it too much, just to know that you always want to identify your conclusion and come up with good reasons to support it. And those reasons probably have a moral principle in the background. And we're going to look at our first 2 moral principles this week. It's going to be edgy. I'm going to raise some conversations that will make people uncomfortable. And if we were in person, I'd make you even more uncomfortable. But toning it down because it's virtual and it exists forever. That aside, I was not pleased with the videos I made, especially on cultural relativism, even after a redo. So if there are any difficulties in understanding the idea, remember, you don't have to agree with these theories. You just have to understand them and be able to apply them, right? I care very little about what you agree with, but just that you know how to apply the theory. And hopefully I'll walk through it. But if you have difficulty, please do email me, put it in the chats, write about it in the write-up. I'll give you a couple opportunities to do it. You should be on the fence. This is a tough subject. I think I put in the Flipgrid post. It's a tough subject, whether you're a cultural relativist or you do think there are some things you can morally condemn universally, like, eating babies, rape, genocide, slavery, or if, you got to be hands off. So don't worry if you're on the fence. It's a good place to be. I give you a couple case studies, and the last one is on a modest proposal, which is a satirical piece. I can speak. I got all the words. All the words. It's a satirical piece by Jonathan Swift, proposing a solution to the starving children of the time in Ireland. And it'll allow us to sort of map out his moral argument and the explicit one. And then there's also an implicit argument, which we walk away with, right? Which is that eating babies is never okay, no matter how great the economic gain, no matter what the reasoning, no matter how many people agree with it, no matter what religious texts support it or not. It's going to be a tough week in that regard. But the reading material, the videos should be easier than Plato. So I don't want to be long-winded. You guys are doing great. You're out of the gates. We're close to medical ethics, per medical ethics. Hopefully you're getting your textbooks, locking those down. And many of you are communicating with me. Keep it up. I'm just, we're going to get through this. We're doing great. And look forward to seeing your thoughts on this week's material. Okay, take care, guys.